You're training hard, eating right, but you're still not recovering fast enough between workouts. You're sore for days, your performance is plateauing, and you feel like you're constantly fighting fatigue. What if I told you that elite athletes have been using scientifically backed recovery methods that can cut your recovery time in half and actually make you stronger faster? These aren't expensive gimmicks or pseudoscience. These are legitimate biohacking techniques with solid research behind them that most guys have never heard of. What's up, guys? Today we're diving deep into the cutting-edge world of recovery optimization. I've spent months researching and testing every recovery method I could get my hands on, from ancient practices to the latest technology. I've tried everything from cryotherapy to compression therapy, from infrared saunas to percussive massage devices. What I discovered is that most guys are leaving massive gains on the table by ignoring the recovery side of the equation. Here's the reality that most people don't understand. Your muscles don't grow in the gym. They grow during recovery. When you lift weights, you're creating controlled damage to your muscle fibers. It's during the recovery process that your body rebuilds those fibers stronger and bigger than before. If you're not optimizing recovery, you're literally limiting your potential gains no matter how hard you train. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research followed two groups of athletes for 8 weeks. Both groups followed identical training programs, but one group used advanced recovery protocols while the other just relied on passive rest. The recovery group gained 23% more strength and 18% more muscle mass. Same training, dramatically different results, all because of superior recovery methods. Today we're going to break down the most effective recovery biohacks that are backed by real science, how to implement them without breaking the bank, and which ones give you the biggest bang for your buck. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete recovery arsenal that will transform your training results. Let's start with heat therapy, specifically sauna and infrared sauna therapy. This is one of the most underutilized recovery tools available, and the research is absolutely compelling. Regular sauna use triggers something called heat shock proteins, which help repair damaged muscle tissue and improve cellular function. It also increases growth hormone production, improves cardiovascular function, and enhances the removal of metabolic waste products from your muscles. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that athletes who used sauna therapy after training sessions recovered 40% faster than those who didn't. Another study showed that regular sauna use increased growth hormone levels by up to 300% during the session and remained elevated for hours afterward. We're talking about naturally boosting one of your body's most important recovery and muscle-building hormones. The protocol is simple. Spend 15 to 20 minutes in a sauna at 160 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours after your workout. If you don't have access to a traditional sauna, infrared saunas work too and are more accessible for home use. The key is consistency. Aim for at least 3 sessions per week for optimal benefits. Next up is contrast therapy, which combines heat and cold exposure in alternating cycles. This technique has been used by professional athletes for decades, and the research shows it's incredibly effective for reducing muscle soreness and accelerating recovery. The alternating temperatures create a pumping action in your blood vessels that helps flush out metabolic waste while bringing in fresh, oxygenated blood to damaged tissues. A meta-analysis published in Sports Medicine analyzed 36 studies on contrast therapy and found significant improvements in muscle soreness, perceived recovery, and markers of muscle damage. The athletes using contrast therapy consistently reported feeling ready to train sooner and with higher intensity. Here's the protocol. Start with 3 to 4 minutes in heat, either a sauna, hot tub, or hot shower. Immediately follow with 30 to 60 seconds of cold exposure, cold shower, ice bath, or cryotherapy chamber. Repeat this cycle 3 to 4 times, always ending with cold. The temperature differential is what creates the therapeutic effect, so make sure the contrast is significant. Now let's talk about compression therapy. And I'm not talking about those basic compression sleeves you see at the gym. I'm talking about pneumatic compression devices that use sequential pressure to enhance lymphatic drainage and blood flow. These devices look like oversized boots or sleeves that inflate and deflate in patterns designed to mimic the body's natural circulation. Research published in the International Journal of Sports Physical Therapy showed that pneumatic compression therapy reduced muscle soreness by 35% and improved markers of recovery compared to passive rest. Professional sports teams have been using these devices for years, and they're now becoming more accessible for individual use. The compression works by mechanically assisting your circulatory and lymphatic systems in removing metabolic waste products like lactate and inflammatory compounds while bringing in fresh nutrients and oxygen. A typical session lasts 20 to 30 minutes and can be done while you're watching TV or working. Percussive massage therapy is another game changer that's become increasingly popular. These devices deliver rapid, targeted pulses to muscle tissue, which helps break up adhesions, increase blood flow, and reduce muscle tension. The research shows that percussive massage can significantly reduce delayed onset muscle soreness and improve range of motion. A study in the Journal of Sports Science and Medicine found that athletes who used percussive massage devices recovered 30% faster than those using traditional massage or no intervention. The key is using the device correctly. Target specific muscle groups for 1 to 2 minutes each, focusing on areas that feel tight or sore. The technique matters. Use lighter pressure than you think you need, and let the device do the work, rather than pressing hard. Move slowly over the muscle and avoid bony areas or areas of acute inflammation. Let's discuss cold therapy, which is probably the most accessible and cost-effective recovery method available. Cold water immersion, ice baths, and cryotherapy all work by reducing inflammation, numbing pain, and triggering physiological responses that enhance recovery. The cold exposure causes vasoconstriction, which helps reduce swelling and metabolic demand in damaged tissues. Multiple studies have shown that cold therapy can reduce muscle soreness by 20 to 50% and help athletes return to peak performance faster. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that athletes who used cold water immersion after training had significantly better performance in subsequent training sessions compared to those who used passive recovery. The optimal protocol for cold water immersion is 10 to 15 minutes in water between 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have access to a cold tub, a cold shower for 2 to 3 minutes can provide similar benefits. The key is consistency and gradually building up your tolerance to the cold. Sleep optimization is perhaps the most important recovery biohack, and it's completely free. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, repairs damaged tissue, and consolidates the adaptations from your training. Poor sleep quality can completely negate the benefits of advanced recovery techniques. Research shows that athletes who get less than 7 hours of sleep have significantly higher injury rates and slower recovery times. A study in the journal Sleep found that basketball players who extended their sleep to 10 hours per night improved their performance by 9% and had faster reaction times and better accuracy. Here are the key sleep optimization strategies. Keep your bedroom cool, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to eliminate light. Avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bed, or use blue light blocking glasses. Consider magnesium supplementation, which can improve sleep quality and muscle recovery. Nutrition timing is crucial for recovery optimization. The post-workout window is real, and what you eat in the hours after training significantly impacts your recovery speed. Your muscles are most receptive to nutrients immediately after training, particularly protein and carbohydrates. Research shows that consuming 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes after training optimizes muscle protein synthesis. Adding carbohydrates helps replenish glycogen stores and creates an anabolic environment that enhances recovery. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that athletes who consumed a post-workout meal recovered 25% faster than those who delayed nutrition. The ideal post-workout meal includes fast-digesting protein like whey protein or egg whites, plus simple carbohydrates like fruit or white rice. This combination provides the raw materials your body needs to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. Hydration is often overlooked, but critically important for recovery. Even mild dehydration can impair recovery by reducing blood flow, increasing core body temperature, and limiting the transport of nutrients to damaged tissues. Many athletes are chronically dehydrated without realizing it. A simple hydration protocol: drink 16 to 20 ounces of water immediately after training, plus an additional 8 ounces for every pound of body weight lost during exercise. Add a pinch of high-quality salt or electrolyte supplement to enhance absorption and replace minerals lost through sweat. Active recovery is another powerful tool that's often misunderstood. Complete rest isn't always the best approach. Light activity can actually enhance recovery by promoting blood flow and helping clear metabolic waste products. The key is keeping the intensity very low, around 30 to 40% of your maximum effort. Effective active recovery activities include walking, light cycling, swimming, or yoga. The goal is to move your body without creating additional stress or fatigue. Research shows that active recovery can reduce muscle soreness and improve subsequent performance compared to complete rest. Here's how to build a comprehensive recovery protocol without spending a fortune. Prioritize sleep optimization and nutrition timing since these are free and have the biggest impact. Add cold showers or ice baths for immediate post-workout recovery. Consider investing in a percussive massage device for daily use. If budget allows, look into sauna access or pneumatic compression devices. The key is consistency rather than perfection. Using these techniques sporadically won't produce dramatic results, but implementing them systematically will transform your recovery capacity. Start with one or two methods and gradually add others as they become habits. Track your recovery using subjective measures like how you feel, sleep quality, and training performance. You can also use objective measures like resting heart rate variability, which gives you insight into your nervous system's recovery status. Remember, recovery isn't just about feeling better. It's about optimizing your body's ability to adapt to training stress. The athletes who recover fastest are the ones who can train harder and more frequently, leading to superior results over time. The recovery methods I've outlined aren't just for elite athletes. They're tools that any serious trainee can use to maximize their results. The research is clear. Optimizing recovery is just as important as optimizing training, and the guys who understand this consistently outperform those who don't. If you're ready to take your recovery to the next level, I've put together a complete recovery optimization system that includes detailed protocols, timing guidelines, and equipment recommendations for every budget. You can find the link in the description below, along with my recommended recovery devices and supplements. What's your biggest recovery challenge? Are you struggling with soreness, fatigue, or slow progress? Which of these techniques are you most excited to try? Drop a comment and let me know. And if this video opened your eyes to the importance of recovery optimization, make sure to subscribe for more science-based training and recovery content. Thanks for watching, and here's to faster recovery and better gains.